The Israelites were suffering under Philistine rule for many years. The Philistines were a fierce and dominant force. They oppressed the Israelites, making their lives unbearable. In their desperation, the Israelites cried out to God for deliverance. They yearned for a savior to free them from Philistine oppression. In response to their prayers, God sent an angel to a woman named Manoah and her husband. Manoah's wife was barren and could not have children. The angel appeared to Manoah's wife and told her she would give birth to a son. This son would be extraordinary. He would be a Nazirite from birth. The angel proclaimed that this son would begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. The Nazirite vow was a profound commitment. It required certain sacrifices. Nazirites were forbidden from cutting their hair. They abstained from wine and strong drink. They also avoided contact with dead bodies. Samson's uncut hair was a powerful symbol of his devotion to God. It was also the source of his remarkable strength. As Samson matured, his strength grew exponentially. One fateful day, he encountered a lion. The lion roared fiercely at Samson. Empowered by the Spirit of the Lord, Samson defeated the lion with his bare hands. He tore the lion apart with incredible might. This astonishing feat left everyone who heard about it in awe. It was evident that Samson was destined for greatness, endowed with extraordinary abilities. Samson later fell deeply in love with the Philistine woman. He chose to marry her, following his heart despite the warnings of his people. At the wedding feast, Samson boldly posed a riddle to 30 Philistine men. If they could not solve the riddle, they had to present Samson with gifts. The Philistines, desperate to win, threatened Samson's wife. They coerced her into revealing the answer to the riddle. Samson was heartbroken and furious when he discovered the betrayal. In his anger, he struck down 30 Philistines from Ashkelon and took their belongings. The Philistines were infuriated by Samson's actions. In retaliation, they attacked and burned down his wife's house. Samson, driven by a sense of justice and loss, retaliated with even greater determination. He defeated many Philistines, avenging his wife's tragic death. The Philistines were determined to stop Samson at any cost. They announced a substantial reward for his capture. A woman named Delilah, driven by greed, agreed to betray him. Delilah feigned love and gained Samson's trust. She cunningly extracted the secret of his strength. While he slept, Delilah had his hair cut, stripping him of his power. The Philistines seized the opportunity and captured him. They blinded Samson and threw him into prison. The Philistines celebrated their triumph with a grand festival. They paraded Samson out to humiliate him before the masses. In his darkest hour, Samson prayed fervently to God for one final surge of strength. Summoning every ounce of his remaining power, he pushed against the temple pillars with all his might. The temple crumbled, bringing it down upon himself and thousands of Philistines. In his final act of strength, Samson not only found redemption but also liberated his people from Philistine oppression.